Hey YouTube, welcome to another Wi-Fi battle. Today I have 3 matches for you today. These will be the last of the singles battles for ratings that I have for you guys. And then I'm going to move on to the April friendly and then also go on to VGC battles. But anyway, let's get started right away. This video is going to be kind of long because it has 3 recordings of the videos in it. But yeah, stick around to the end. They're pretty great matches. And make sure to subscribe for more of these videos and thumbs up for the effort I put into these videos. Alright, anyway. I lead off with my Tyranitar as usual. He's gonna switch into Latios, do a Calm Mind. However, my Choice Banded Tyranitar is gonna be able to take out the Latios easy peasy. Excuse me. It's a little bit early in the morning. Anyway, he's gonna go out into his Mawile, get off the Intimidate to get the -1 off, and then he's gonna Mega Evolve. And now at this point, even though I'm not quite familiar with fairies yet, so I wasn't sure what to do with it. Obviously, I think the Earthquake would have been a faster move to go into. I was thinking nothing could really take on this Mawile straight up front, and I didn't think that the Mawile will 1-hit KO the Tyranitar. However, I should have went for the Earthquake anyway. I didn't know that I outspeeded the Mawile. Anyway, here Mawile goes for the Swords Dance because he knows that obviously Gastrodon cannot take it out in 1-hit KO. Or can it? Haha! So, Gastrodon is bulky and super strong. And also, that Mawile probably didn't have that much defense in it. Anyway, he goes out into his Darmanitan against my Gastrodon. A bad idea because Gastrodon can take a fire hit pretty easily. Yeah, but however, that Darmanitan is pretty strong, so it can get it down to 50%. But it will be an easy 1-hit KO for my Darmanitan. My Gastrodon, I mean, for Darmanitan. So good game, Blue. Yeah. And I didn't know blue was black, but that's besides the point. Anyway, the second match is against Sid over here. He brings an interesting team to the battlefield. Yeah, I had a lot of pretty fun matches as well. Alright, so I lead off with my Tyranitar, and he goes off with his Bayonet, and then he goes and proceeds to Mega Evolve. Now about Mega Bayonets, I heard Mega Bayonets, one of the things you need to look out for is the Destiny Bonded Bayonet. It does as much damage as possible, and then at the last moment it's gonna Destiny Bond. However, I won't have that much trouble with it as Tyranitar, a Choice Banded Tyranitar now, would able to 1-hit KO it. So it doesn't even have a chance to get off his Destiny Bond, which is awesome. And now they send out his Staraptor. I learned my lesson against the last Staraptor versus Tyranitar match, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into Klefki. And I know that he's gonna go for the close combat, but the close combat is gonna be super effective against Klefki. However, Klefki is very defensive and will be able to take that hit very well. It's unfortunate that he gets a crit, but it doesn't matter that much as Klefki would be able to survive one more hit after this. So he goes for Withdraw and I go for the safe Thunder Wave. So either way, whether he switches in or out, I'm gonna be able to get a Parahax on one of his Pokemon, which is guaranteed, so it's pretty cool. Well, Paralysis, not Parahack. So he goes into his Volcanora. Obviously, I can't stand the fire attacks Klefki, and I want Klefki for later, so I go into my Garchomp, who can take fire attacks relatively easy. He makes a good prediction and goes for the substitute. However, he didn't account for my Garchomp coming in, so I'm gonna go ahead and Earthquake the Volcanora. Next turn, if you were to sub, he would go last, and so I think he makes the right play by trying to do as much damage to my Garchomp as possible. However, with the Sand Up and the Sand Veil, I'm able to avoid it. And then I go for the Outrage for the kill, I believe. Yep, and it kills. And that's 2 down on his side. And he sends out his last Pokemon, which is gonna be that annoying Staraptor. Now this is pretty good play on his part right here. So I go for the Outrage, and the Staraptor's able to live it. with like 10% left. I get the Rocky Helmet damage off and the Life Orb damage. Also, the Staraptor hits me for return and then Quick Attack for the finish here. I didn't know if Quick Attack was necessarily the best move, but however, it does have priority and he's able to finish off my Garchomp, so props for that. Too much residual damage. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with my Klefki here and go for the Para. I know that this Staraptor is gonna be able to finish off my Klefki with a close combat. However, I'm not too worried because his attack and defense fell by 2 stages, and I have a Tyranitar at the back who can survive a close combat easily. However, Staraptor is paralyzed, so it wouldn't be able to go first. So I get my Tyranitar back up, the Sandstorm back up, and then I just Stone Edge for the win. So yeah, good game to that person. I forgot his name already. It's early in the morning. Good game to Sid. And let's go on to the third battle right now. So tomorrow, which will be Monday, I don't think I'll be posting a Wi-Fi battle tomorrow, partially because I have the finals. I know you guys like to see daily Wi-Fi battles. However, I will have something else up for you because I'm gonna do daily uploads. However, tomorrow I won't have Pokemon Wi-Fi battles up for you guys, and I'm sorry about that. Anyway, he's gonna go ahead with his Venusaur. I don't know why he withdraws, because Tyranitar is obviously gonna be slower unless it wasn't Mega evolved. That's the only reason I could think of. However, he goes into Arcanine to get the Intimidate off. It's not gonna matter because I was gonna switch in anyways, and this is the reason I brought in Aerodactyl to counter grass types, specifically because my team was lacking in grass type counters, and Aerodactyl was pretty great. He decides to stay in. I don't know why, because obviously Aerodactyl is part rock, part flying, and I'm gonna carry a stab boosted Rock Slide. Anyway, Arcanine is gonna come in. He's gonna try to Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp misses. Will-O-Wisp has low accuracy, so it's no surprise that it misses. And also, right here I go for the Sky Drop just in case this guy wanted to switch into his Venusaur to save his Arcanine or something, but apparently he just went for the extreme speed for damage, but that didn't do much to my Aerodactyl. And also he's carrying a Rocky Helmet on an Arcanine, which sort of doesn't make sense to me, but either way. Anyway, he goes out into his Milotic, and now this is my chance. I know it's a water type and rock. Obviously he's gonna go for a water type move. I withdraw my Aerodactyl and go into my Gastrodon to get the Storm Drain off, so I'm at +1 special attack, and the Sandstorm subsides, which doesn't really matter for my Gastrodon again because it has Storm Drain. And however, he makes a good play to go to his Venusaur. I should have predicted that play and just went for the Ice Beam instead. However, I go for the Scald just for the burn effect of it, but I should know by now that I don't really burn. So seeing how little my Gastrodon did to my Venusaur, I go out into, my Gastrodon did to the Venusaur. I go out into my Aerodactyl. It is going to be a Mega Evolved Venusaur. And now he's going to do his annoying Sleep Powder thing. However, Aerodactyl's going to avoid the Sleep Powder. And I think I go out here just to get the Sandstorm back up for defensive purposes. But I really should have just Sky Dropped. I didn't know why I stayed in. But it works out in the end because he goes out into his Milotic again. And then I think I switch back out, obviously. Yeah, he switches out into his Venusaur again. And I switch out into Gastrodon. Yeah, that's what I believe. So if I just stayed in there, maybe went for the Earthquake or something, it would have been a better play. Yeah, a little bit of misplays on my part. However, he goes for the Sleep Powder again, putting my Pokemon to sleep. Gastrodon is useless, basically, and it can't stand a Grass type move. So what I'm gonna do is withdraw it next turn, probably. Yeah, this was a pretty stally match. Especially if there's a Gastrodon and Venusaur, you know that this game's gonna be stally. Anyway, he goes for the Sleep Powder, predicting another switch. I should have predicted that as well, but I didn't. Anyway, and then he goes for the Giga Drain next turn while my Aerodactyl sleeps nice and easy. And it does a decent amount, so I'm thinking it's gonna take quite a few hits to get this Aerodactyl down. So I'm hoping it would wake up. I think I'm mashing Skydrop or Ice Fang, either one of the two. However, I never get to get it off because he lands a crit. That's an unfortunate crit. And it really did matter because it was a matter of whether my Aerodactyl wakes up to do damage or not. However, I go into my Tyranitar again to get the Sandstorm up. And I'm thinking to myself, Tyranitar is a bit bulky and this Venusaur obviously is a bulky variant. So what I'm going to do is try to do as much damage as possible to this Venusaur with my Choice Banded Stab Boosted Crunch. And it does quite a good amount of damage. And while I'm sleeping, if I am able to survive for that long, this Venusaur will eventually go down to the Sandstorm. So I try to wake up and pressing Crunch rapidly. First turn I don't wake up, and then I realize Venusaur has Giga Drain, so it's gonna be harder for me. But my Tyranitar still takes it like a champ, so it will take about 4 hits for Venusaur to be able to kill my Tyranitar. However, my Tyranitar wakes up anyways and is able to finish off the Venusaur right away, which was really great on my part and crucial to this match. Sort of doing justice to the crit I got from Aerodactyl. So now here comes the stally part. Obviously this guy is gonna go for a water move, and Gastrodon is gonna be able to drain that up. And now comes the PP stall again. I'm just gonna out PP stall Milotic's Ice Beam. And once he runs out of Ice Beams, he's gonna hit me with water moves, which will get my stab up and eventually beat this Milotic. Yeah, but as a matter of fact, it's gonna go on for quite a while, even to the point of my camera sort of dying out, and then I have to restart it again. But yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. My Gastrodon's gonna eventually wake up. There's no way this Milotic's gonna take it down. So I'll just let the footage play and give you guys an announcement. Like I said before, tomorrow there will be no Wi-Fi battles for you guys, partially because of the finals and stuff. It's really taking a lot of my time. However, I do want to get daily uploads for you guys, so I am going to post the video. So make sure to subscribe and like for that. And obviously this is gonna be the last of my ratings singles battles. Now I'm gonna transition over to VGC doubles, and if there are other tournaments like for singles, I will definitely do it again. And April friendly will come up. I have 30 battles for you guys, and I am ranked I was ranked 2000 something out of the 1100 people, like 2,944 out of 11,597 people, which means I was at the top 25% of the world, which was not bad for my first ratings. And I'll give you the rundown and everything once I post April friendlies and stuff like that. Yeah, so make sure to look out for that. Yeah, I got my final score, if you guys are wondering, was 1,557 points in rankings for the April friendly. But anyway, so this is a point in which my camera is going to cut out. So yeah, this will go on for like a few good minutes, and my camera cuts out here and comes back, I believe. Yeah, and so I'll just let it play out. The music. It's almost over anyway. So Milotic obviously ran out of Ice Beams, and now he's going for the Hidden Power, which does not that much damage. I'm gonna go for the Recover here, and knowing that there's no chance in hell that he's gonna win, he's gonna run away probably, which he does right now. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more videos. This has been Forever to Be, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.